Command Center in SoStocked points out key areas of your business that you should pay attention to, kind of like the dashboard on your car. For example, overstock fees and low inventory level fees. SoStock connects up with Amazon's API and is pulling in the aged inventory report. And from here, we can calculate what you will potentially spend in long-term storage fees, as well as monthly storage fees moving forward based on your inventory timeline. And you can look at this dashboard and actually see what fees are coming up for each product moving forward in the future, including what you might spend in the next month on aged inventory. From there, you can develop plans to either remove this inventory, sell through it, or liquidate it. The Command Center also has a widget for low inventory fees. And in pending low inventory fees, if you have any products that are under the 28-day low inventory level threshold, we would list those out and give you actions that you can take to avoid those impending fees. The Command Center can be customized for the period of time that you want to look into the future and will help you to gain control over your inventory and your forecasting. One of the things that sets SoStocked apart from any other forecasting tool is our inventory timeline. The inventory timeline gives you full transparency into what is going to be happening with your inventory for up to a full year in advance, including seasonal spikes, marketing plans, and future growth. The inventory timeline shows you what orders need to be placed if you're sending inventory to a warehouse, what you currently have at your warehouse, recommended or forecasted transfers from your warehouse into FBA, and of course, what is at FBA currently and what is inbound to FBA via Amazon shipments or transfers from AWD, Amazon Warehousing and Distribution. The inventory timeline will also show you your future velocity, including seasonal spikes and marketing plans based on the velocity type chosen, whether it be adjusted current velocity to cover current real-time market fluctuations, last year's sales to cover seasonality, combo forecasting, which allows you to mix and match different velocity types, including last year's sales, and even custom future marketing plans and seasonal spikes. As you move through your inventory timeline, you will be able to see these future marketing plans or seasonal spikes displayed on the timeline here. The system actually builds your entire timeline in reverse order, determining how much inventory is needed at FBA at any given time of the year. And based off of your transfer times and lead times, when should inventory be transferred and when should it be purchased to replenish both your warehouse and FBA to ensure that you never stock out and you also don't overstock. And the inventory timeline is the best way to have full transparency into your future forecasting and demand planning. One of the key features of SoStocked is our ability to filter out stockouts from your sales. Looking at your past sales, we can filter out stockout periods for any period of time, including last year's sales. The stockout tool will isolate the days when you are out of stock at Amazon when your inventory actually hit zero per the inventory ledger report. It will also help you to isolate partial stockout days, which is when your inventory hit zero, but you still made some sales that day. All of these stockout days and partial stockout days deflate your velocity and can lead to future stockouts if you don't send enough into Amazon to compensate for what you should have sold if you remained in stock. We also help you stay in stock using what we call min-max restocking or as-needed ordering. We can set your FBA stock and your warehouse stock to a minimum and maximum days of supply. And these minimum and maximum numbers are all calculated based on the future velocity of the product from the inventory timeline. At some point in the future, you have a predicted sales spike, seasonal period, or marketing plan. Your days of supply will increase the number of units that you should keep in stock. Our system will actually reverse engineer that and figure out how much you need to put in stock based on the future days of supply and velocity from that point forward, and will reverse engineer when that inventory should be transferred if it's coming from a warehouse, and when that inventory should be ordered to replenish your warehouse and FBA needs. This powerful system gives you much more control over your inventory planning and your demand planning. SoStocked gives you the ability to place purchase orders and transfers directly from the system, which can be sent directly to your suppliers, your manufacturers, and even your warehouse staff to give them instructions on what to send to Amazon or to your 3PLs or warehouses. When you place an order in SoStocked, the system will create a purchase order workflow. The system is using the recommended units to order, your default lead time, payment terms, and additional information to create the purchase order. If your inventory is going to a warehouse, the system also creates a work order, which are instructions for your inbound inventory. From here, you can simply preview this PO, and you can submit and send these purchase orders directly to your supplier from the system. From there, you can track them on our order tracker. The order tracker shows you all of your purchase orders in their various stages and transfers into Amazon on one page. From in production to en route, anything that's being checked into a warehouse, and even anything that's being checked into Amazon currently. The order tracker will follow the lead time assigned to the purchase order and will automatically check into your warehouse if you're using a warehouse, or you can select to choose a manual lead time where you can move the purchase order through its various stages and check the inventory in manually once it's received. You can even delay a shipment if you need to, or partially receive inventory at a warehouse, so you have full control over your purchase orders. If you're transferring inventory from a warehouse into FBA, it works the exact same way. Any shipment going to Amazon will be matched up with its corresponding FBA shipment so that when it gets to Amazon, the system will use Amazon API data to check inventory in and always reconcile the inbound inventory against what has already been checked into Amazon to make sure that we're looking at both numbers and giving you a holistic view of your inventory.